Welcome back to another video like this. I swear to you, it's so hard to make an intro, man. I mean, last episode it took me so long to actually come up.
We do not care.
So welcome back to a series where I'm going to be reviewing YouTubers trophy list. And last time we checked out Castromo's list, and at the end of that video we spun the wheel of YouTubers and landed on ShazShake's account. And right now we have ShazShake's account right here. As you know, we're first going to go down to alphabetical because it's easier. All the game series are not nicely stacked together, and it's just easier to go down. So off the bat we can already see 248 platinums, which means he starts with 240 points, and out of the 248 platinums he has played 326 games, completed 264 games with an 89% completion rate, and he has 1500 unearned trophies, and he also averages about 10 trophies per day. So if you want to check out ShazShake's channel, I will leave a link down below in the description. Okay, so let's see what ShazShake is up to. I do games really quickly sometimes. Well, first of all, why don't you have After the Fall completed, huh? Way Out. So here we go. So Way Out, you got it less than an hour. I'm assuming you probably played it with either you played it on your own with like another controller or something, or you played it with someone who's also a trophy hunter. I remember this game coming to PS Plus like actual decades ago, but yeah, never played it. Alan Wake 2, didn't do the DLC, but got Alan Wake. Altus Breaker, never heard of this. I have no idea what this is either. Okay, weird. Amongst Us. Also, this game is DLC. What the hell? You got the double here, and you also have Armageddon. I don't know. For me, I don't really like to do this. The stacking. You know, it makes your trophy list looks longer than it actually is. I mean, I'm not saying don't do it or anything like that. Like here you got the PS5 version of Armageddon. I'm not sure if I'm saying it right. And then you got the EU version and the NA version. Now, fair enough, if you want to auto pop or whatever, it's fine. But I just feel like, I don't know, it's not really necessary in my opinion. It just bloats it, if that makes sense. Like I'll usually just do the one version, you know. Ark has like a ton of like DLC, you know, or there's 1, 2, and 3. Okay, well you actually got all of them. That's really cool. Isn't this like a really grinding game, or nah, it's not that game then. Isn't there a survival game that's like really like tedious, or am I tweaking? Because there's a PS5 version of Ark. Okay, no one has made a guide for it, so it's really hard to like compare, I guess. But this is the PS4 version. You got Atom 4. Not too familiar about this, but yeah, Atom 4. Here we have Vinci, Awesome Asteroids, Back for Blood. You got the PS4 and 5 version. See, it looks like you didn't auto pop this because you got 7 months the PS4 version, but then it took you 9 months for the PS5 version. So I don't know what's going on. Did you do the game twice or something? Actually, it's the same date. Anyway, here we got the Back to the Future games. This is the Telltale games, and this does not have the platinum, but last episode I did say that we're not going to include games with 100% trophy list or games with no platinum or whatever. I changed my mind about that because a user left a comment saying that I probably should include that because there are a few trophies, or there's a few games that don't have a platinum but can be pretty either really difficult or time consuming. Now this is not Borderlands, this is Back to the Future, and it's just a typical Telltale game, so you can see it's pretty small and pretty easy, but I will still add it in because it does make sense. There are a lot of games that are difficult, like the user did say, like Outlast or something like that. So fair enough, so I will add like games without trophies, but don't worry, I did go back to Castromo's list and I did give him these additional points, but he's still in D rank anyway, so it didn't change too much anyway. Battlefield 2, the best Battlefield. Bioshock, see, look how full it looks, but it's like the same game. Like here we got Bioshock, the European version, Bioshock, the Japanese version, then you got the PS3 version, then you got Bioshock 2, the normal, I think this is the American version, and then this is the Japanese version. It's just, I don't know, like in my opinion, it's okay to have like the PS3 version and the PS4 version, fine, you know, but I don't know, getting the different regions is, I don't know, pointless in my opinion. But hey, if you want to do that, go ahead, you know. Brawlout, I've seen this. Isn't this like a free-to-play game or something? I don't know. Brink, I remember that. Bulletstorm, Bunny Raiders, got 3 versions of that. Yeah, you got your Call of Duty series. I do notice they all platinum though, and 100%. That's pretty cool. Every time I look at the Call of Duty games, it's always like I'm always confused. Like, are these all the games, or I always feel like there's more games, you know? Because I know like Black Ops 4, for example, has like a stupid amount of like DLC. So there's that. Does Vanguard have DLC? I don't remember. No, it doesn't have it. But yeah, it's pretty impressive. It does look pretty nice, and this is why I like to go down alphabetical, because it just looks. It just stacks them all together. Chimp Party, okay. Chivalry 2. I see you got a VR. Wait, is that the only, or not only, is that the first VR game? I think it is. Might be wrong. Counter-Strike. I seen Kostroma had a Counter-Strike, so I guess I'm just out of the loop. I didn't realize this game had a platinum. Crash Team Rumble. I did notice. I had a key eye. I didn't point this out. You written a guide for the game. So this guide over here is written by you. Anyway, you got Creed to Glory. This is a VR game. Crime Boss. Oh, you didn't do this one, but yeah, Crime Boss. This looks way more satisfying in my opinion, because it's just the 3 games. There's no Crisis 1, you know, on the European, American, then Japanese version. Then you got the Crisis 2 Europe. This looks way more, it just look more pleasing to the eye, you know. 1, 2, and 3 done, clean. You have all the Crisis games, right? Clean. Like over here, you got like Dead Island 2 and then Riptide. But it look like you have 4 Dead Island games, but in reality, it's only 2 games. You only got Dead Island 2 and Riptide. Dead Rising. But yeah, but speaking of Dead Island, and I guess Dead Rising, I would like to do all the Dead Island and Dead Rising games at some point. In fact, same with Dead Space as well. Like all the Dead games, you know. I would like to do all the Dead games. Deathloop. Is Deathloop even good? There's so much mixed opinions about this game. So what is your opinion about this game? You obviously got the 100%. This is not that hard, right? Yeah, 20 hours. But yeah, what is your opinion? Because yeah, this game is like, yeah, it's okay, or yeah, this is the best game ever, or you know, it's always like a back and forth. So I'm curious. What is this? Never heard of this before. This looks like a multiplayer game, because I just see like win 50 matches and stuff like that. Is this like shit, I don't know what this could be like. I was thinking of like, could this be like Among Us? This could be like an Among Us kind of ordeal kind of thing, you know? Don't know. You got Diablo. Isn't Diablo like a really grindy game? Like all of them, 60 hours. I mean, I think it's Diablo 2, right? Let me just see. Diablo 2. Good lord, I didn't know it was that. I knew it was like a very intimidating game to complete, but my god, I did not. This is like Crypt of the Necrodancer level of, you know, this. You just see red. Disco Jam. I remember when this game came to PS Plus and everyone hated it. Like the PS Plus like announcement. Everyone just hated it. Yeah, you got your Doom collection. That's pretty cool. I know you don't have the platinum for this, but this is my beloved. Driver San Francisco needs to come back in any shape or form. A remake, a remaster, a sequel. I don't care. Prequel, give it to me. Or if Ubisoft actually just wakes up and locks in, they would make another Driver game, man. We were actually supposed to get another Driver game, but if you recall, the game called The Crew, which is from Ubisoft, that was originally supposed to be a Driver game, but I think I just changed to The Crew to its own thing, which is fine. But I would like to see them come back, man. And I'm just paying attention to this. You got all the multiplayer trophies, and I think you did that on purpose, because now you can actually go back and clean this up. Because I love this game like so much, man. Yeah, look at that, unobtainable, all the multiplayer stuff. So Shaz, I think he went to go and clean up all the multiplayer trophies, which is good on him. Not jealous at all. Good on him, you know. That's great, you know. You got UFC 4 and 5. That's pretty cool. You got Electronauts. Okay. Evil Dead. Evil West. Exo Primal. This is that Capcom game that just went under the radar, you know. Everyone's like, Capcom is back. Cap Gods or whatever. All the games is amazing. And then they come out with Exo Primal and no one talks about this game. This is because I remember when this game was announced, everyone's like, Dino Crisis is back, let's go! And it was Exo Primal, and it's like, oh, okay, well, yeah, okay. Fall Guys, Didn't they make this game like really easy? Like you can go into like creative mode or create your own maps or whatever. So it's not actually a 10 out of 10 anymore. I don't know, I could be wrong, I don't know. But I think they did, or no. No? Yes? No? Okay, I don't know. Anyway, I see you got Fallout, you your Fallout collection, you got 2 games, which is fine. But you got Fallout 76 out of everything, you got that on platinum. And I noticed Fallout 4, even though you don't have it platinum, you got 11 trophies, but just judging the dates, you platinum this and then you wanted more Fallout, but I guess you probably like got burnt out because these are like probably like a week apart or something like that, 2 weeks apart. Yeah, you got your Far Cry collection, you got Far Cry, there's the DLC, you got Far Cry 3, 4, Primal, you missing 1, 2, 5 and 6, right? Yeah, no, and that other weird one, what is that spin-off one from Far Cry 5? What is it called? Dawn something, the New Dawn, there we go, that's the one. Yeah. For Spoken, you got the 100%. Doesn't this game have DLC? Yeah, it does. Isn't this a game? Nah, it's not this game, never mind. I thought it was a different game. Anyway, Fruit Ninja, what the hell? You got Garfield's Lasagna Party, cool. Ghostbusters, Goat Sim 3, Goat Sim Remastered. Then you got your God of War. You didn't actually finish God of War. What happened? Let me take a look. Let's take a look. Where did you stop, huh? What happened? Did this bug out or you just got burnt out? What happened? It's 2 trophies. What happened? I'm asking what happened like you're gonna answer me like yeah now. It's so weird. Anyway, Gotham Knights. What are you missing here? Okay, it's quite a few things here. GTA. You only got GTA 3 platinumed. Okay, you got Grid Legend, Guns, Gore, and Cannoli. Okay, I've seen this game. Isn't this like a free-to-play game as well? I think so, I'm not sure. Helldivers. Oh, you don't have a platinum, but you got High on Life. You got Hitman. It took you 8 hours to do Hitman. Is Hitman that short? Absolution. Infamous. Damn, it's actually so rare to see someone with Infamous. Like only Infamous First Light. Usually when you have Infamous, or at least just one Infamous game, it's usually Second Son. Because First Light is like the standalone DLC to Second Son. You got Insurgency, you got you got It Takes Two, Jack and Daxter, War. Did you use the code? Not the code, the what you call that thing? Shit, man. Like the debug menu. Because last time I checked, the game is not that short. Job Sim, Jurassic Park, Jurassic World, Just Dance. When you're dropping a Just Dance video, huh? Remember all these like music type of games like SingStar and stuff like that? Damn, Kirby Space Program. I didn't know this was on console. Kick-Ass, Knowledge is Power. Yeah, okay. Kung Fu Panda Showdowns of Legendary Legends. What the hell? I'm like 20 playthroughs? What the hell? What must you do for Kung Fu Panda? Why must it do so much playthroughs? It's probably this trophy, right? KO 1000. Did you get the platinum? Wait. You did get the platinum. It took you 1 day. KO 1000, so I'm assuming. Actually, I have no idea. What does this game look like? Oh, it's like a brawler, like a Smash Brothers. Oh. Okay. I thought it was like some weird like action platformer type thing. Lego Brawls, Lies of P, Life is Strange, Lollipop Chainsaw, you got the PS4 and you got the Repop. Maneater, Spider-Man 2 Remastered, and Mouse. You got the New Game Plus trophies for Spider-Man, that's nice and clean. Mayhem 3D, what the hell is this? So it's like a Destruction Derby type game. Okay, never heard of it though. Medal of Honor, Mega Mind, what the hell? All these what is this? Okay, Megamind, playing movie adaptation games now. You got Metal, Hellsinger, you got your Minecraft, Platinums, PS3 and 4, and you got Set 2. You got a good amount. You got your Monopoly, Mortal Blaze Combat Arena, oh, you didn't do Mortal Kombat. Tales from, isn't this like a Telltale game? Isn't this like really easy? What happened? Oh, view all endings and let's see. Finish the game with a good skateboarding rating. Whatever that means. Okay, so this is actually requires more because this Telltale game, the better one, the best Telltale series, I'm just saying it once again. It's basically easy, like complete chapter 1 of episode 1 and then complete episode 1. So it's like really easy. So this one requires obviously more. I also heard this particular Tales from the Borderland is not that good. So Yeah. Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. You got All-Star Brawl 2. Oh, well, you know that one platinumed. Damn. Olympic games. Damn. Olympic games can be pretty fire, man. They can be pretty fun. Hurt your fingers though, but like, at least the old ones. I never played like a new one. I think the latest one I've played was the Beijing one, the 2008 one. That was the last one I've played. Are these the only ones? I swear there was more games. I mean, there probably is more games. They probably just don't have trophies, because I know the Beijing 2008 one was on PS3 and I had it on PS3, but I didn't have any trophies, so there's that. Omega Striker, only up. Isn't this? Whoa, only up. I'm going all the way up. Whoops. Only up. Is this the actual only up game? Like the you know, the that popular game that all the people were playing. We got a cameo from Study over there. We can see that he played it a week ago. Is this the same only up, or is this like some weird pafufu game? Because this image over here looks like AI. Overcooked, Override. You got the Japanese version. Party Crashers, Payday, Plants vs Zombies, PUBG. Damn, I remember when PUBG was like the big crazy thing. Is this a difficult game? 50 playthroughs. I guess it's like 50 matches, I guess. Not playthroughs, but yeah. But yeah, this wasn't man, PUBG used to take over the world, man. And then Fortnite came along and just like obliterated it. And then we got a game called Realm Royale. Man, what the hell? This is going back. Realm Royale was also a battle royale, right? Where you die and you become like a chicken or some shit. It's made by the Hi-Res Studio. This is the people who made Rogue Company. That's weird, man. You also got this thing. You got Red Dead. This is the PS4 version. Okay. Here we got your Resident Evil collection. Huge, but unlike Nostromo, granted you have less games than Nostromo, but you actually have a few platinumed. You got RE3 platinumed, and you got the Reverse 100%ed, and you got RE Village platinumed. Anyway, you got Returnal. This is a game I do want to play at some point, but I keep, you know, not doing it. But now I definitely want to do it, because I know Housemarque, the developers, Housemarque, I know they're making a new game. What's it? Soro or something? I forget the name. Something like that. Anyway. Rough Tracks? What is this? Don't know what this is. Roblox. Wait, this is all the trophies? What the hell? Roblox, the crazy multiverse of games, and it only has 8 trophies. That is bizarre, man. Robocop is such a classic, man. I really want to play this game. Robocop is one of those characters that is probably gonna come to Fortnite at some point. I know it doesn't make any sense. Where does Fortnite fall out of this? But it's just one of those characters that will probably fall out of thin air, and it'll just be like, Robocop is now in Fortnite, you know, that sort of thing. Anyway, you got Rogue Company. You need to clean this up, man. I think I said this with Nostromo. You have to clean this up because this game is on life support. This game is dying. Rollerdrome, I've seen this game. This game does look pretty cool, man. The art style and everything. I think this is the studio, Private Division. I think they gone. They you know, shut their doors, which kind of sucks, you know. Actually, not kind of, does suck. Rubber Band Bandits. Never heard of this. Goofy ass. Okay. Rumbleverse. Isn't this also another game that's like a battle royale, but the servers also went down? Damn, you force yourself to play this, huh? Let me guess. No one is willing to just play this game, except for these guys over here, recent players. Except for these guys. Saints Row deserves more love. Anyway, Secret Neighbor, Secret Ponchos, Serious Sam, Shadow Warrior. You got 3 versions, different versions. You got Sherlock Holmes. Sifu, you didn't do the DLC. I heard the DLC for this game is like really difficult, but I could be wrong. But I don't know. Oh my god. But yeah, I don't know. Let me take a look. I'm kind of curious to see what they rate the DLC. Arenas. So it's a 5 out of 10, 15 hours. They only got the guide for the first DLC. You got the Silent Hill. This is the remake. Skater XL, Skull and Bones. Nice. You don't have the platinum mode, but yeah. You got your one Sly Cooper game. You got your Sonic. You got your South Park. Space Overlords. What is this? This seems familiar. It doesn't ring a bell. Damn, Spec Ops: The Land. This is a classic right here. I want to play this game again, but it's only on PS3 though. I mean, I have a PS3, but yeah, I need to find a copy. Split Fiction, okay, this just came out. At least it's the recording of this video. SpongeBob. This is such a goofy game. I didn't know it was on PlayStation, but this is like one of those. It's sort of like the what you call it, like Goat Simulator. It's such a weird and wacky, goofy game. Take you 6 hours, but yeah, Squirrel with a gun. Weird. You got your Star Wars Racer or Episode 1 Racer. You got your Outlaws. You got Stellar Blade. Does Stellar Blade have DLC yet? I mean, I've seen this game get DLC, but it just got New Game Plus. Stick Fight. Stranded Deep is a classic, man. I like Stranded Deep. I played it on PC, and my PC could barely run this game, but I really like this game, man. Super fun. Stray. Yeah, this I don't like, man. Like this. I mean, I like Stray. Not. Don't get it twisted, but like it's so pointless seeing PS5 and then you got the EU, the what is this, Asia, the American version and the Japanese version. Like, I think for what PlayStation should do, or even PS profiles, they should just have the one, right? And then maybe like a drop down box, like an arrow or something, and then it'll just like drops down like, oh, here's the additional versions of the game, you know? Because it just looks more than it actually is, if that makes sense, you know? Like imagine like this, imagine this is Stray. Like this is Stray, and then you click on this, boom, and you go like this is Stray PS5, and you click on a little down arrow, and then you got the Stray PS4 version, and you got boom, Stray the Japanese version, you know what I mean? So like something like that for like this. So you got the mainline one, like the PS5 version, which is like the main version, and then you got like a little drop down box which expands. So in that way, it doesn't show like double like versions. Street Fighter 6. What happened? Why did he stop? You got all the DLC. You got your World Tour. Oh, this. Why did he stop? You're almost done. Enter 5 tournaments. You got 4 out of 5. Just enter one, and then you got that one. Win 10 tournaments. Come on, it's not that hard. Anyway, you got your Stumble guys. You got your Subnautica. You got Below Zero. You got your Killzone. Kill the Justice League. You got this wet fart of a game. This game you can only have like one car, I think, right? It's a racing game about building like a project car, but you can only get a single car. Super hard. This is a VR game, right? Swordsman, Siphon Filter. For some reason you skip Siphon Filter 2, I guess. Ninja Turtles, cool. You got Tekken 7 and 8. I really want to play Tekken 8, man. You got your Tekken. You got your Terminators, Terminator Salvation, and you got this one, Resistance Enhanced. You got your Terraria. That's You. Isn't this like a party game or some shit? Like what is that game on PS3? Buzz, was it Buzz? Where you had like a button or whatever. Artful Escape. You got Callisto Protocol. The Casting of Frank Stone. You got The Crew, Motorfest, and The Crew 2. The Dark Pictures. Is this the Dark Pictures anthology? Like part of that like universe? It is. Okay, I didn't know there was. I didn't know this game existed. Anyway, you got The Forest, you got Jack in the Box, Pack 5 and 3 over here. You got The Order 1886, which took you 4 hours. Beating Kostroma. Kostroma did it what, in like 6 hours or something like that? Outlast Trials. So yes, Outlast is a game that doesn't have any platinum, but apparently it is a bit of a challenge. And you got The Quarry, you got The Sims. Michonne. This is probably like the worst Walking Dead game. At least the Telltale Walking Dead game. You got Tina's Wonderland. Tiny Tina's Wonderland. You got Titanfall. I hope you get Titanfall, the first one, on PlayStation at some point. For me, it's hard to play a game like the latest game in the series without playing the previous games, man. It's sort of like playing Uncharted. Like, it's kind of weird you don't have Uncharted's platinum, which is probably one of the easiest games to platinum. Let me just see. Yeah, you didn't finish the game at all. But it's like, imagine playing Uncharted 4, but you never played Uncharted 1, 2, and 3. It's like, I don't know, you kind of want to have that story, the build-up, or you know, you want to know who Victor Sullivan is, or who Elena is, or who, you know, that sort of thing. So yeah, so for me, just to play Titanfall 2, considering it's a sequel, even if the sequel is a standalone sequel, and even if it's its own story compared to Titanfall 1, I don't know, I kind of just like the story building and seeing how it transitions into the next game, you know? Anyway, you got Tom Clancy, Ghost Recon, Breakpoint, Trivia Live, Vampire the Masquerade Blood Hunt. This game is also a battle royale, man. I don't know, played this game. You got everything down, which is so nice. But Man, this game, the servers are gonna die, man. I just know it because, yeah, someone's already like discussing it. Server shutdown imminent. It's so hard to go back to this game, man. But I need to clean this up at some point. I think one of the hardest trophies is like the, yeah, like reach level 50. I think this is like the most time-consuming one, which is just such a slog. Let me see, what was your last trophy? Yeah, your last trophy was actually reach level 50. Huh. How about that? V-Rock, is this supposed to be like a rock band kind of thing? I don't know. Well, we were here. The Werewolf Apocalypse. What Remains of Edith Finch. Took you 2 hours. What the dub? What is this? Another quiz game? You like your quiz games, huh? You got your Wolfenstein, Co-Pilot, the New Order, and Old Blood. Yeah, you don't have New Colossus, and you don't have, what's that other one? Young Blood. Here we got Xenon, I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. Xenon Valkyrie, don't know if I'm saying that correct. And then you got Zombieland, Double Tap, Road Trip. And then you have, I think this is Terraria, right? Yeah, Terraria. This is the Japanese version of Terraria. Interesting. Okay, that is the end of the list. Interesting. It's weird because you have more platinums, but because you have so much duplicated games, which again, if you want to continue. Like, I'm not saying you have to like do it a certain way, but it's like because you have it like set up like this, like you got like multiple games of the same game. The list went so much faster than Nostromo. So even though you have 200 and something platinums, this is probably like the reason why you have so much platinums, which again, it's fine. I'm not saying don't double dip, you know, into multiple games. Like, it doesn't really matter. It's your trophy list, you can do what you want, but I'm just saying it went so much faster. Like, I actually legit thought we're only halfway done. So now it's time to review his account once again in case I missed anything and add up his points. And based off all these games he has completed, including DLC, ShazShake has ranked up over 10,200 points. Adding that with his starting points, which is the amount of platinums he's earned as the recording of this video, which is 248 platinums. Which means ShazShake is sitting with 10,428 points. And that means ShazShake moves all the way up to A rank, right next to me. Now, I don't think I actually said this, but I think the amount of points that I've earned is around 10,800. And just to be clear, the only reason why ShazShake is actually up here is because he has a ton of duplicated trophies, and obviously his Call of Duty list does carry his entire list. Speaking of duplicated trophies, that was something I was going to add into the rules, but I wasn't too sure whether it to include duplicated trophy list for situations like this, because it's easy to platinum in one easy game and then, you know, play it like 3 times on different regions or different platforms and then get bonus points. But at the same time, you also don't know if someone played like The Witcher 3, for example, in my case, and they played the PS5 version again because they just enjoy it and they just want to replay the entire game again. So it is a very complicated thing to like sort out. So that's why I'm going to be adding duplicated games as well. If I wasn't going to be adding any duplicated games, well, obviously ShazShake would be significantly lower, but it is what it is. I'm not going to obviously rank him or anything like that. He sits in the A class, which is obviously pretty cool. Okay, so we are back with the wheel. Now, I did add a few new names into the list. Some people reached out to me, and well, if you're still hesitant onto messaging me or whatever, again, you're not alone. There are other people out there who did reach out to me. However, we're gonna spin the wheel again, and we're going to see who is going to be the next victim. So obviously, as we're gonna do, we're gonna just shuffle just a few times, so it's gonna be a bit more random, you know, unpredictable as usual. And then we're gonna click on hide, and here we go. Who's going to be our third victim? Well, let's find out, shall we? Okay. And here we go. Oh, compress the spacebar. I have to click. Here we go, it's spinning. Ooh, Dave beats games. You better start cleaning up that backlog, because I'll be hunting soon. So don't forget to check out ShazShake's account, which is down in the description. I also made a playlist for these videos. Additionally, if you want to see the hardest platinums I've earned, you can click on the video now on screen.